Good evening and welcome to IWHS High School Gymnasium. Thank you for joining us tonight as we watch the IWHS Chargers take on the Macomb Bombers in boys basketball. I am Connor Artman and this is my co-host Matt Peacock, and we are glad to be here for the next live stream game for IWHS High School. And it should be fun to watch. The last time these two teams played, IWHS walked away in defeat with 2 points. We had the IWHS High School pep band up here on the stage tonight, so we are a little bit behind where we usually are. So last time these two teams played, IWHS walked away with a loss, but it was only a 2-point loss, so they are rearing to get back at this some revenge, and it should be a very, very close game, highly contested. So we hope that you enjoy the evening here with us, and please feel free to get in touch with us on Twitter at HHStudios1 and subscribe to our YouTube channel, IWHS High School, to see other games, interviews, and various videos we work on here at Horsehead Studios. So tonight's starting lineups for the IWHS Chargers: number 3, Jacob Dietrich; number 10, Kennedy Gooding; number 11, Carter Boyer; number 12, Jackson Porter; and number 31, Matthew Reiner. And for the Macomb Bombers, number 10, Brandon Bickers; number 22, Ben Higgins; number 23, Dylan Wetterling; number 25, Carter Fahey; and number 50, John Furr. Brandon Butts is back tonight from a rib injury. He sat out the last couple of games. He is not in the starting lineup, but he will make an impact in this game. It'll be an interesting development tonight as we wait to see how long before Brandon Butts makes his first appearance. He is a force on defense, takes a lot of charges, does all the right things that you want a post player to do. So we're underway here. Macomb wins the tip. Higgins brings the ball up the court. Carter Fahey passes down low, stolen by Kennedy Gooding. Last time these two teams played, Carter Fahey had a huge night. Turnover by Jacob Dietrich. The Chargers are definitely going to have to take care of the ball. It's kind of hindered them in the losses that they've had this year. Carter Fahey down low to Bickers, 4-2. The Bombers take the early lead, 2-0. Fahey draws a lot of attention. The Chargers probably look to double team a lot tonight, so look for a lot of open layups for the Bombers. Boyer's pass to Greiner is stolen. Pass down low to Furr is good. 4-0, Macomb Bombers early. Carter Boyer looking for Jacob Dietrich. Finds him. Jackson Porter at the top of the key. Vickers will be called for a hold. Each time these two teams play, it's always a close game, very competitive, and we're expecting the same thing tonight. Porter over to Griner, who gets into the lane. Bombers left him open. Matt Griner with 2 points for the Chargers early. Higgins brings the ball up the court for the Bombers. They have a great atmosphere here tonight. Big crowd. Fahey in the lane. His runner is good.
Rasmussen not too happy at the start of this game.
Carter Boyer from the free throw line. His shot is good. Beautiful turnaround jump shot there for Carter Boyer. 6-4, Bombers with the lead. Fahey squared up. Way long. Gooding with the rebound. Carter Boyer looking for the shot.
Pass Lincoln Gooding. Matthew Griner up top looking for the shot. It's good for 3.
Matt Griner with 5 early points. Big impact from him early on. He's filling in for Brandon Butts, as we mentioned earlier, who is out with the rib injury. He was out for the last couple of days, but he is back playing tonight. There's a lot of energy here in the gym early. Fahey's shot is off the mark.
Barely
Offensive
saved.
rebound for Higgins.
Pass in. Comes up Chargers ball.
Both teams have had a few turnovers early. You can expect that in a big game like this. In games that are always close, it could come down to who takes care of the ball better.
Jackson Porter looking in, driving. Kick out to Kenny Gooding with the shot.
Carter Fahey coming down the court. His shot is good. Beautiful shot from Carter Fahey. He has 4 points in the first quarter. Pass goes into Gooding. He is left wide open. 2 points for Kennedy Gooding. Gooding is coming off a monster night where he had 34 points against Southeastern here Tuesday night. Gooding was able to do whatever he wanted in that game. Fahey in the lane. His floater is good. The Charger coach is unhappy. He wanted to charge there. Gooding is working in the post again.
True. That will bring the score to 11 with the Chargers, 10 for the Bombers, and with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first.
Higgins at the top of the key for 3. His shot is no good. Higgins did not play against the Chargers last time. He was injured. He recently recovered. Carter Fahey with the ball.
Hooked in pass. Over the head. Ends up Chargers ball.
That's the second pass that has been over Furr's head. Number 24, McGregor will come into the game for the Bombers, and Furr will take a seat.
It's out on Kennedy, and it is Bombers ball.
Gooding is working in the post against Bickers. He has about 3-inch size advantage, so look for the Chargers to go into the post a lot tonight. Kind of a similar development to the game on Tuesday night against Southeastern. Fahey's shot is off the mark. Porter with the rebound. Carter Boyer with the jump shot.
It's still Chargers ball, I believe. Yes, it is.
Both coaches are yelling at the same ref right now.
Rasmussen, I think, is beating him in a yell off.
The ref gives Macomb coach an explanation.
Lincoln Gooding, Jackson Porter, both on
Porter
the floor.
falls down. Jump ball is called. The ball will stay with the Chargers.
Chargers ball still.
The emotions are running very high tonight early on. Lincoln Gooding gives the ball to Carter Boyer, who's working on Campbell.
And got a foul called on the Bombers.
The foul goes against Xavier Campbell. It is his first on the night.
And Carter Boyer takes it out underneath.
Jackson Porter goes into the lane. His shot is no good, rimmed out. Rebound for Bickers. Now Higgins brings the ball up the court for the Bombers. Fahey working against Boyer. He has a noticeable size advantage. Great hustle there by Higgins. Nearly saved it.
Gets the save. 55 seconds left in the first, with the Chargers leading 11 over the Bombers with 10.
I look for each team to kind of go to their size advantage that they have. Porter's shot in the lane is good. Illini West with the first quarter lead, 13-10. Fahey with the ball over to Bickers. Gives it to Higgins, who takes the deep three, and it is good.
Both teams are now tied with 20 seconds left in the first.
Higgins can make the Bombers a lot more dangerous with his presence.
But Jackson called for the two. And that is
the first foul on Higgins. Porter got Higgins on his back and kept him there, was able to use him to get to the basket and draw the foul.
Jackson will be shooting one free throw at the line. It is good.
10 seconds left here for the Macomb Bombers. Xavier Campbell working against Lincoln Gooding. Takes him to the basket. Shot is off the mark. Porter's late heave is just short.
We are now headed into the second.
Jackson Porter had 5 points there in the first quarter.
Matthew Griner had 5 points. Followed by Kennedy Gooding and Lincoln Gooding with 2. And Carter Boyer with 2.
The girls basketball team is currently ranked second in the state. Their next game is tomorrow at 2:30 versus West Hancock in Hamilton. The JV tips off at 1 o'clock, and the varsity tips off at 2:30. So it'd be nice to get a lot of people out there to support them. They are fresh off the Lady Panther Classic Championship, where they improved their record to 21-2. So they are getting some state recognition, which they definitely deserve. So it'd be nice to get a big crowd out there to support them when they take on West Hancock tomorrow at 2:30 in Hamilton.
Also tomorrow at 9 a.m. we have the freshman boys basketball at the IW Freshman Jamboree. So come on out and support them also.
Macomb opens the second quarter with the ball. Higgins at the top of the key for 3. Shot is no good.
Called out on Boyer.
The ball will stay with the Bombers. Illini West has a big student section tonight.
Definitely the biggest one we've seen in a couple games.
The Bombers are really looking to get Higgins some open threes early. Running him off a lot of double screens. Here's another one. I look for him to maybe try a couple back doors later on once the Chargers start cheating. The pass. Fahey into the lane against Boyer. He is fouled. There's a questionable call there. Boyer looked to be straight up, but the ref got him on the arm.
And Fahey will be shooting 1. And Fahey does not make the shot, but is rebounded by Chargers Lincoln Gooding.
Porter working against Higgins. Gives the ball to Boyer. Gooding to Gooding on the left side. Kenny Gooding working against Bickers.
And Gooding with the shot. And that's good for 3.
Lincoln Gooding is a freshman this year. He has played a lot of varsity minutes. Played a crucial role in the success that the Chargers have had this year. He's got some great experience that he'll be able to take with him the next 3 years as he continues his high school career. Campbell's shot was off the mark. Chargers walk the ball up the court. Illini West has the early 19-15 lead with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Brandon Butts is in the game. As we mentioned earlier, he's missed the last couple of games.
Jackson Porter with an open 3.
Brandon Butts is arguably one of the biggest key players for the Chargers. He comes in the game, and the momentum always seems to shift. He does all the little things, hustles to get all the loose balls, takes a lot of charges, and in the games that he missed, Chargers just weren't quite the same. As you can see, just his presence has made a big impact in this game already. He's a very hard-nosed player, does all the right things, sets great screens. To look for number 32, Brandon Butts, to make a huge contribution off the bench tonight. Higgins brings the ball up the court. Fahey passes to the left side. Higgins with the open 3 again, is second of the night. The Chargers cannot leave him open. Higgins cuts the lead to 4. Porter turns the ball over. A lot of contact down low. The foul will go against number 50, John Furr. Furr's kind of had some difficulty tonight catching the ball. He's had a lot of mishandles. Furr will go to the bench. And number 23, Dylan Wetterling, will come into the game. Three for Kennedy Gooding is good. Illini West is on fire tonight. 25-18, the early lead for the Chargers. Fahey works against Boyer. Ball goes out to Bickers for three. His shot is no good.
Great rebound.
But Boyer turns it over. Higgins forces a shot. If you're Macomb there, you would like a better shot selection from Higgins. He had a big play, got the turnover, and seemed to force a three in the corner. He wasn't exactly set. Illini West looks to feed Gooding early, coming off the big game against Southeastern. Porter for three. Shot is no good. Carter Fahey into the lane. And his jump shot is good. 10 early points for Carter Fahey. He leads all scorers tonight. Gooding and Porter were not on the same page there. The ball goes out of bounds. Those are the turnovers that have kind of hurt the Chargers so far this season. Carter Fahey has the ball in the post. Turnaround shot is good. He's working against Carter Boyer. He has a noticeable size advantage, so they're looking to feed him in the post quite often.
Jackson Porter looking for the open man.
Carter Boyer working against Xavier Campbell. A lot of contact, but no call. The ball goes over to Porter. Porter's shot is no good. Carter Fahey rebounds it. Kennedy Gooding gets the charge. It's a big play by Kennedy Gooding. Takes 2 points off the board from Fahey and gives him a foul. Boyer has the ball nearly stolen. He recovers. One dribble, jump shot is good for Carter Boyer. Beautiful play. Higgins' three is good. That's his third of the night. The Chargers definitely need to get out on him. Porter pass down low to Kennedy Gooding, who goes up for two. He has 9 points and leads the Chargers. It's a beautiful pass. Carter Fahey for three is good. Both teams are going back and forth. This is a very exciting game. 29-28. Illini West with the second quarter lead with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Jackson Porter goes into the lane and gets the shot to go. He has 10 points on the night. Looks as a warning has been assessed to the Illini West coach. Wetterling with the ball. Gives it to Carter Fahey, goes up for three. His shot is off the mark. A lot of contact in the post, but there's no call. Gooding's pass is way long. I don't know exactly who he was trying to throw to, but Higgins takes advantage and converts and cuts the Chargers' lead to 1. Jackson Porter with the ball. The Chargers may look to hold for the last shot here. 17 seconds remaining. Down to 10 seconds left. Jackson Porter gets a screen. He is fouled. The Chargers are running Jackson Porter through a lot of screens. That's a big part of their offense.
Jackson Porter will have 2 shots.
Macomb coach has now just been assessed an official warning, so both coaches have been given warnings. So technical fouls could come into play later on in the second half. Porter's first free throw was no good. He is usually a very good free throw shooter.
But a second is made. That ends the first half. Chargers with 32 and the Bombers with 30.
Have a very close game here, as we expected. A lot of emotions. So we are going to take a short break. Illini West with the 32-30 lead. We will be back shortly. Welcome back. There is a minute and 23 seconds left before the start of the second half. Illini West has the 32-30 lead over the Macomb Bombers. Early scoring leaders for the night for Illini West. Number 12, Jackson Porter, has 11 points. Kennedy Gooding has 9 points. And Matthew Greiner has 5. Followed by Carter Boyer with 4. For the Bombers, huge first half from Carter Fahey. He has 15 on the night. Higgins has 11. And the rest of the team has not contributed as much. It's been a two-man show for the Bombers between Fahey and Higgins. If they are going to come out victorious tonight, they are going to have some production from the other players on the team. And for the Chargers to come out victorious, they're going to have to continue to do what they did in that first half, play great defense, get turnovers, take care of the ball, find the mismatches, and just make open shots.
They are currently underway with 7 minutes, 50 seconds.
Gooding is working on Vickers. He has the size advantage that we talked about in the first half. The Chargers go right to it. The Bombers were looking for the backside lob for Fahey. They couldn't find him, but they get the ball into him. And he goes right at Carter Boyer and cuts the Chargers' lead back to 2. Jackson Porter on the right side of the floor to Carter Boyer at the top. Looking for a shot. Can't find an opening. Jackson Porter with the shot. He is fouled from behind by Furr. Furr's had a rough night tonight. He's struggled in the post. Picked up a couple fouls. He does have 2 points on the night.
Jackson's first is good. Let's hope he can make a second one. And there he goes.
Higgins brings the ball up the court for the Bombers. Jackson Porter now has 13 points on the night. Carter Fahey for 3. His shot is good. Carter Fahey has been absolutely unstoppable tonight. He has 20 points already with 6 minutes and 30 seconds still left in the third quarter. Brandon Butts goes to the score table to check in. We'll see if Illini West decides to put him on Carter Fahey. Butts is
no foul called.
The Chargers' best defender.
Carter trying to drive in.
Boyer's shot is blocked by Furr. Higgins has the rebound. Leaves it off to Fahey, who is fouled.
Foul called on Jackson Porter.
Butts for Illini West will check in to the game after Fahey's first free throw, along with Campbell for the Bombers and McGregor also for the Bombers. We'll see what Illini West decides to do here on the defensive end of the floor.
Currently tied with 6 minutes left in the third.
Porter's has the ball stolen. Fahey has the ball, and he makes the runner off the glass. 30-second timeout taken by Illini West. Macomb has their first lead of the night, 38-36. Carter Fahey now has 23 points on the night. The production that the Bombers get from the other players may not matter if the Chargers can't find a way to stop Carter Fahey. We didn't get a chance to see what the Chargers are going to do on defense against Fahey, but I'd have to imagine that they will try Brandon Butts on him. Lincoln Gooding brings the ball up the court for the Chargers. Chargers are looking to get the ball to Jackson Porter in the post, and it is stolen. Carter Fahey now has the ball.
The shot
is no good.
A rebound by the Bombers.
That is McGregor, who had the wide open rebound, made the reverse layup. The lead for the Bomber extends to 4 points. Porter working on Higgins. His shot is good. Big three by Jackson Porter with the answer. He gets the Illini West student section back into the game. Brandon Butts is on Carter Fahey, so we will look to see what he can do against him. McGregor shot.
Rebound by Kennedy Gooding.
Just long. Carter Fahey fouls near half court. As a coach, you would look for your player to be a little bit smarter there and not get a foul so far away from the basket. Chargers are running Jackson Porter off screens.
Pass into Kennedy Gooding.
Kennedy Gooding gets double teamed. Double team goes away. Shot. Carter Fahey gets the... Brandon Butts with a... draws a charge.
There's Brandon.
What would a basketball game be if Brandon Butts didn't get a charge?
Definitely his specialty. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Fahey.
Fahey read that pass before it was even thrown and nearly stole it. But once again, we see a big contribution from Brandon Butts in the limited minutes that he's played.
Matthew Griner with the shot. Rebounded by the Bombers.
Campbell for the wide open three. No good. The rebound goes to McGregor. Nobody for the Chargers boxed out. The Bombers currently hold the 1 point lead with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Campbell's pass to Vickers nearly goes out of bounds, but
Fahey with the shot.
Fahey has the three. And it is good. The Chargers coach tells Brandon Butts that he is really good, so he needs to get out on him. Jackson's Porter layup is off the mark. Blocking foul against Butts. He has taken a lot of shots to those ribs that he was out for the last couple of games. He had 3 ribs out of place, and hopefully he has some padding underneath his jersey. He has done a nice job on Fahey, though, here. Definitely making Fahey work for his shots.
Jackson missing the chance of getting the
big
ball back.
Second chance point for the Bombers. That's kind of been the key here in the second half. It's been the story so far here in the third quarter, the Bombers have just gotten a lot of offensive rebounds and created a lot of second chance opportunities.
Jackson Porter with the drive. Ends up missing it.
The ball will stay here with the Chargers. Porter looks like he's getting a little tired. Understandably, as he played a lot of minutes here. He has the three, just short. Lincoln Gooding with the big offensive rebound. He is fouled. As I just said, the offensive rebounds have kind of told the story here in the second half. Both teams have picked up some offensive rebounds.
Lincoln's first shot is no good.
Chargers really need some points here from Lincoln Gooding. The Bombers are up 45-39 with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third quarter. The Chargers dominated the first half. Macomb found a way to get back early.
Lincoln makes a second. And a charge is called.
Another offensive foul called against the Bombers. Anytime a team drives into the lane against Illini West, they always have to be looking for someone to take a charge. Big play by Lincoln Gooding as he hobbles up the court. Candy Gooding working against Bickers.
Jackson trying to drive in. Ends up with a shot, and it's good for two.
The Chargers are very effectively running Porter off a lot of screens tonight to get him open, as they have quite frequently this year. McGregor responds with the huge three. This has been a back and forth game here in the second half. Porter gets another screen from Gooding.
Gooding goes up for two.
His shot is good.
.50 seconds left in the third.
Campbell with the ball. Over to Fahey, who's working against Buttes. Got beat off the dribble. Pulled up. His shot is good. The Chargers have still not found an answer for Carter Fahey, who now has 28 points here with 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Fahey has given the Bombers a 6-point lead. Illini West will look to take the last second shot here. Porter is going to get another screen from Buttes. Lincoln Gooding with the deep three. Rims out. Lincoln Gooding almost got it to go. It was just short. Almost caught the back of the rim and went in. He was unable to get the roll.
Next week on Monday at 6 o'clock, we have boys basketball at Keokuk, freshman and JV. And we also have girls basketball at 6 o'clock versus Macomb. We have varsity and JV. Tuesday, we have Scholastic Bowl at Camp Point Central at 4. And then we also have boys basketball at Mendon Unity, varsity and JV at 6. Wednesday, we have freshman boys basketball at Quincy Senior High School at 7:30. Following on Thursday at 4:30, we have Scholastic Bowl at Western. 6 o'clock, we have girls basketball at Camp Point Central. That is varsity and JV. Friday, both are 6 o'clock, and we have boys basketball at Monmouth Roseville, varsity JV. girls basketball at Monmouth Roseville, varsity and JV. And then on Saturday, we have Scholastic Bowl at Hannibal at 8:50 a.m.
It'll be Macomb Bomber basketball to start the fourth quarter here. Brandon Butts is on Carter Fahey, as we mentioned earlier. Turnaround shot from Fahey is no good, but the ball goes right to Bickers underneath the basket, and he lays it in. 52-44, the 8-point lead now for the Macomb Bombers with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. That was just an unfortunate roll for the Chargers. Brandon Butts takes it into the lane, and his shot is good. Brandon Butts making another contribution here tonight.
And that is Brandon's first points of the game.
Butts never scores a lot of points, but he definitely does all the right things for the Chargers. Does all the little things that could sometimes go unnoticed. He has arguably been one of the most productive players so far this season for the Chargers.
Out of bounds on the Bombers. The Chargers will take it out underneath the basket.
Lincoln Gooding will look to throw it in. He hits
Porter
for three, is no good. Carter Fahey with the rebound. Chargers desperately need a stop here, which they
jump ball
get, as the ball will go back over to the Chargers. Both coaches knew how important that possession was. Macomb still holds the 8-point lead with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lincoln Gooding sets up the offense. His pass is nearly stolen.
Nice save by Jackson Porter.
Watch for the double team here from the Bombers. Comes, and
Brandon
Butts misses the layup. He is upset with himself after that miss. Just rushed the shot a little too much. Higgins' three is no good. The foul will be called against number 23, Dylan Wetterling of Macomb. It was an over-the-back call as the Chargers boxed out very nicely.
Currently 6 minutes left in the fourth.
Look for the Chargers to start going back into the post to Kennedy Gooding, as he has a pretty significant size advantage on number 10, Bickers.
Carter Boyer drive in.
Carter Fahey came across the lane and distracted Boyer as he went up. His shot was just off the mark. Wetterling goes into the lane and gets fouled by Gooding. He will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Wetterling's first free throw is good. He has 3 points on the night and extends the Bomber lead to 9. His second shot is no good, but another offensive rebound for Bickers. And that's
a charge.
Brandon Butts draws another offensive foul.
That kid is something else.
Has to be nearing 100 offensive fouls drawn this year.
Definitely.
He creates so many possessions for the Chargers. The Macomb coach was very unhappy with the call.
Jackson Porter looking for an open man.
Porter's pass is stolen. The Bombers now have 7 team fouls, so the next foul against the Bombers will put the Chargers at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 bonus, but Higgins goes into the paint and gets fouled. The foul will be charged to number 32, Brandon Butts, his second on the night. Higgins' first free throw is good, and I don't know what kind of sound is being made from the student section of the Chargers.
I'm guessing it's Teddy Clark.
That was a very different sound, I guess. I don't know how to explain that.
Sure made me laugh.
Gooding's attempted a 3 is blocked. Porter is fouled on the ground, but that will send him to the free throw line where he will shoot
1 for 1.
A 1 bonus. I hope whoever was making that sound does not make that sound for this free throw. Porter's free throw is good. At the free throw line, Porter's nearly automatic. Second one rolls in. Illini West has the 57-4, or Macomb, excuse me, has the 57-48 lead with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Illini West boys track and field coach, John Artman, was just recently selected as one of the top 8 track and field coaches in the nation for last year. He was selected as the Illinois Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year in June of last year, and he will go to a conference this coming June to see how he finished. He is in the top 8.
The fourth quarter is getting currently back underway with the Bombers ball taken out.
Full court press here by the Chargers. Higgins has the ball. He is double teamed. Ball is nearly stolen. Campbell with the runner, and he gets it to go. It didn't look like it was going to go down at first. Unfortunately for the Chargers, it went down. Porter isolation against Higgins. His shot is way short.
Brandon
Butts with another steal. Lincoln Gooding's 3 is no good. But another possession created by Brandon Butts. You can just tip your cap to him tonight as he's playing at less than 100%, but he is still out here giving it his all, doing all the little things that he usually does, and playing just as well as he always does.
Chargers continuing to full court press.
Wetterling broke the press. Gives the ball to Campbell as they pull the ball out to work some clock as they have the 11-point lead with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Kennedy Gooding with a huge steal. Gets the ball to Brandon Butts.
Brandon missed the opportunity of a layup, but Lincoln Gooding shoots.
Gooding's three is short, and he fouls, and Kennedy is very unhappy with his brother right now. Those two have had their moments on the court this year. Brotherly love at its finest. Illini West really needs a stop here. Brandon Butts out here guarding Fahey. Campbell.
Jackson Porter leaving the man open. Yeah, for a wide open layup.
Campbell had the wide open layup. Jackson Porter with the deep three is no good. Chargers are really forcing it now. If you're Illini West, you would have liked to have gotten a better shot there. That was a deep three that was contested. A shot that you could probably get at any time. Understand the circumstance right now as the Chargers desperately need a made shot, but Carter Boyer is called with a foul, and that'll be the seventh team foul on Illini West, which will send Campbell to the free throw line. Chargers have just really struggled in the second half to get any open looks. Bombers, credit to the Bombers, they played great defense. And it's really taken a toll here on Illini West. Campbell's free throw is short. Good hustle by both players, and Porter is shaken up. Let's hope he is okay so he can finish this game out for Illini West. Technical foul is assessed against Illini West head coach Bill Rasmussen. That will be a costly foul, as Macomb will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Carter Fahey is at the line. That was a unfortunate turn of events for the Chargers. Fahey's free throw is good, which extends the lead to 14. And you can just kind of feel the air get sucked out of the gym for the Chargers.
But in place of Jackson Porter, we have number 30, Matthew Greiner.
Jackson Porter headed to the training room. Let's hope he is okay. He is a vital part of the Chargers' offense and their team. Campbell looks to drive against Dietrich, create some separation. Chargers really need a stop here. They get it.
Rebound by Kennedy Gooding.
Kennedy Gooding came over and distracted Higgins when he was in the lane.
Kennedy
Deep three by Kennedy Gooding is no good. Brandon Butts is kick ball called against Jacob Dietrich, but Brandon Butts is out here diving all over the court, giving it everything he has. Credit to him for the way he plays. Very fun to watch. Know a lot of coaches in the area that said if they had 5 Brandon Buttses on their team that they'd be very lucky. They'd have a great team, and I couldn't agree more. Lincoln Gooding fouls number 23, Dylan Wetterling. This was a game that the Chargers really needed to win. Isaac Schreck checks in for Kennedy Gooding. Gooding has a look of disappointment on his face. You can definitely tell how much this game meant to Illini West here tonight. They are still only down 14 points. With 1:30 left in the fourth quarter, Dietrich is working against Campbell.
Buck's looking for the fake.
Lincoln Gooding for 3. His shot is no good, but Isaac Schreck with the big rebound.
Ends up missing both of his shots blocked.
He had a couple opportunities there, but that's just kind of been the story here in the second half for the Chargers. They just have been unable to convert on the open opportunities that they've had, and they just good shots have been hard to come by. 2 more points for Higgins from Macomb extends the Bombers' lead to 64-48 with 53.2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
We currently have our subs coming in.
Subs from both teams, as this will all but do it here tonight.
Matthew Garner driving in. Isaac Schreck getting the rebound. Ends up missing another shot at the block.
Illini West will look to rebound here shortly. Hopefully they can get back on the right track and play the way they did Tuesday night against Southeastern, as that was one of the most impressive games that they have played this year.
Bill Rasmussen yet again hanging his head. And that will be the end of the game. Chargers 48, Bombers 64.
Illini West loses here by 16 points tonight. Big game from Jackson Porter again. Another big game from Candy Gooding. But the story of the night was Carter Fahey of the Macomb Bombers. He was just unstoppable all night long. The Chargers just did not have an answer for him. They tried multiple guys on him. They just couldn't find a way to corral him. He made a lot of big shots. Credit to him. A lot of them were highly contested. And in the second half, second chance opportunities really told the story. Macomb was able to get a lot of offensive rebounds, and they created a lot of points off of those rebounds, and they kind of pulled away, especially lately. So we are going to take a short break here, and we will have Brandon Butts for a post-game interview off of his first game back from injury.
2, 1, you're live.
Okay, welcome back. I am joined here by Brandon Butts. He came back tonight in his first game from rib injury. So, Brandon, how are the ribs feeling?
Oh, they're feeling all right. They're feeling definitely a lot better than they were.
Now, did you feel out of rhythm at all after you missed a couple games because of your injury?
No, I actually felt like my body was more like together because I wasn't all out of place and all out of whack. I actually felt more me.
Yep. So you kind of refreshed a little bit and gave your body some time to recover?
Yes.
Okay, now in that second half, what do you feel kind of decided the game? You guys were, it was a very evenly played first half, and then in the second half they kind of pulled away. So what do you, as a team, what do you guys feel that kind of determined them to pull away?
Well, we had some kids, there at the end that weren't wanting to box out, so that gave them quite a few second chances. And I don't know, we just weren't really playing as a team the second half. We were kind of trying to play as individuals. And I think we need to keep playing as a team, and we definitely got to make sure we box everyone out so they don't get second chances.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what we saw up here too. Is you guys had a lot of forced shots in the second half. Credit to the Bomber defense; they played great defense, and the second chance opportunities, like you talked about, you guys struggled a little bit to box out, and Macomb took advantage of that. But one thing that we always are up here and we always rave about is how hard you play, how many offensive fouls that you draw, how many charges you take. And it's amazing to watch someone play with so much intensity, the way you play defense, how much effort you give every single night. So just kind of explain to everybody what kind of mindset and mentality you play with night in and night out.
Well, to be honest, I come out here and it's the senior year. We only got a couple games left, and basketball is the one sport I love. It's the one sport that I dedicate my heart to, and I'll always be with it, whether it's here at school or just out at the park or anything. And, if I got to step up, take a charge, that's what I'm willing to do. It hurts for a little bit, but, you got to man up and do it.
Yeah, I know. I really enjoy watching you play, and I can probably speak for a lot of other people in saying that. And now your guys' next game is against Mendon on the 23rd, and it's an away game. How are you guys predicting that game will go out or turn out? And it's a hostile environment. It's a tight gym. It's always really a lot of people there, very loud. So what are you guys kind of expecting in that game?
I think it's going to be a close game. Last time we played them, it was pretty close, and they played West Hancock, and they almost beat West Hancock, so we're definitely going to have a dogfight. So we just need to come out and make sure we get to it at the beginning, and no coasting. We got to keep going and keep driving all the way through the game.
Well, thank you for joining us. Fantastic job tonight, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Big thank you to Mr. G, who makes all of this possible. Our next broadcast will be 7 o'clock Monday night as the girls play the Macomb Bombers here, and it will be pink out night. So once again, thanks for tuning in with us tonight. Thanks for everyone watching. It makes all this possible. Thank you to all of our administration that allows us to run Horsehead Studios. Please follow us on Twitter at HHStudios1 and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Illini West High School. Thanks again, everybody, and have a good night.